Goddess of Low Carb here, and I wanted to do our part 2 series on traveling while doing ketogenic diet. I have lost, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm the Goddess of Low Carb. I have lost 50 pounds on the keto diet, and I'm going for round 2 for another 50 pounds. I am a serial entrepreneur, meaning I own multiple businesses. But my most important title is being a good wife and being a really good mama to my 2-year-old boy. So basically that means I'm super busy just like you are. So there's no excuse for this easy way of life and food plan. And if you'll notice, I am on a busy street. I pulled over because today is one of my travel days for my business. I commute and I travel and I'm on the road. I'll probably be on the road today for 4 or 5 hours. I'll be on the road quite a bit today. So lots of meetings, lots of good things. I'm in pre-production for a TV show, have a book deal, blah, blah, blah. Lots of stuff going, lots of stuff cooking. So I got lots of people to see and lots of people to meet. But I wanted to bounce on today to do our part 2 in our travel series on the ketogenic diet. How do you travel with snacks for the ketogenic diet? That's what I want to talk about today. And once I get into a place of where I'm stopped, I will make sure I update fully the links to the other part of this series. Keep checking back because I'm going to be updating this. Will probably end up being 5 or 6 videos in our travel series just because there's so much wisdom that I've learned from traveling a bunch for business and for personal. So today we're going to talk about both business and personal for ketogenic snacks while on the road. And I happen to have some examples to show you today. So the first thing I would say is pre-prep is most important, at least in my humble opinion. A, to save a ton of money. And B, not to buy a ton of gas station food, right? It's gas station food, which just the word gas station food kind of somewhat scares me. So I would encourage you just pre-plan. And what I have is I'll pack a big Ziploc baggie, or I'll use a reusable tote, or I have a little mini cooler. Sometimes I bring bigger coolers. Totally up to you what you choose to like bring your stuff in, as long as you pre-plan. And I'm going to put in the description link below, so check it out, a bunch of links of where I get this stuff. I get it for super cheap on Amazon, and this is my first tip, is shop on Amazon. The reason why is Amazon coupons make it cheaper than the grocery store. It gets shipped to your house, and if you use the subscribe and save, it saves you 15%. Then you can stack an Amazon coupon on it. So for things like my nuts, these were less than a quarter because I couponed for them on Amazon and it got shipped to my house, which is great because at the gas station, they sell these for what, $1.80, something like that. These are one of my tips, is having nuts in my car. I have tons and tons of nuts just because they're super snacks, but just pick one. You don't want to eat too many nuts, but this, for example, is 4 net carbs, the Planters peanuts. The one that I get, and I'll put it in the description link below, we get that every month shipped to our house. They have honey roasted peanuts included in them. My husband eats that because he likes that. He's not super strictly keto, but that's one of my techniques, is packaging it. The next thing I have, and again, I'm not eating this all today, I just wanted to have examples, is my bag of pistachios. I'm obsessed with pistachios in the shell to like break them. It helps keep my hands busy. It's salty, which is nice for a craving sometimes. This whole bag, which is the half a cup, is 5 net carbs, which is kind of a lot when you're eating 20 net carbs in a day. But man, oh man, does this satiate me. I love this. I love it. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. I love having that in my car. It's a great snack to have. Something else that I have that you can do is go to Aldi and get pumpkin seeds. These pumpkin seeds are saying that it's 0 net carbs for a 1/4 a cup. I don't know if I believe that because it could be 0.9 and they round down. So I'm going to say that if you did a half a cup of these, it would at least be 1 net carb. But the math on this isn't adding up. It's saying 2 total carbohydrates minus 2 grams of fiber, which equals 0 net carb. I got these from Aldi recently at one of my Aldi hauls, and I don't know, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. Pumpkin seeds, another great thing to have. Another snack when traveling in our little packaged bags is pickles. They now make individual size pickles, which can be stinky, and I've accidentally dumped the pickle juice all over my pants, so I smell like pickles going into a meeting. But that, you can have individual pickle size servings that you can buy. I bought them at the gas station before when I didn't have time to pre-prep, but I do sometimes put my pickles in a Ziploc baggie, but I use the ones that lock. Like I wouldn't do it in this because the juice could pop out. So make sure you lock it closed. That is another awesome, easy, super simple snack to have. The next thing that I have on longer trips are tuna. Now, I have been known to bring a can of tuna and a can opener and some mayonnaise with me in like little mayonnaise packets while I travel. That is one option, but you could use the little tuna packets, just like those little foil packets. toss it, throw it away. It does get stinky, so you might want to do it at a rest stop or knowing when you're not eating it in the car, so if other people are in the car with you, it's not stinky. But it is an awesome protein, and when you add the mayonnaise to it, it's an awesome high-fat protein option to have with you. The next thing that I have is roll-ups. If I pre-package those, usually I buy them from Aldi. If I'm really trying to budget well for the month, I'll buy deli slices, and then I'll make my own roll-ups on them because they're way cheaper when I do them myself. I can also buy the meat that's nitrate-free, which is less cancer-causing. It's less cancer causing. It's better for you when you have nitrate free, and be mindful of that with deli meat. But sometimes I just like sliced deli meat because it doesn't get as slimy, and so those do have nitrates in them. So to each their own, but those are just some suggestions for you. I like to wrap mine in meat with cheese and then put a bunch of them. You can put a toothpick in them and then put them in a Ziploc bag, or no toothpick and just have those. The next thing that I suggest for car trips is knowing, depending where you're going to stop. So today I kind of have all my stops figured out of where I'm going to go. And my options usually are a steakhouse like an Outback is a great place to stop. But usually if you're traveling, you don't want to wait that long. Like that's a long break, right? And if you have little kids, that's a really long break. So Outback might be a dinner place once you hit your destination when traveling. But I suggest Subway. I love going to Subway because you can get the spinach salad, get it with tuna and mayonnaise, or get it with some other deli meat, add some mayonnaise on top. It's an easy keto meal that's super, super simple that I totally would recommend. Five Guys is a great place to stop because you can grab that. You can get your burger wrapped in a lettuce wrap, or you can just get a burger in like the bowl, and you can order that on the app on your phone. So literally you can pick it up, take it, and go. I love that option. I also love Chipotle's option. You can order that same thing online on the app, pick it up. You don't even have to wait, and you can leave. It's a really, really quick option, and you can do that on your phone when you're traveling, if you're not driving. But sometimes I will leave my destination. Like today, for example, I will leave my destination, I will order my food, and then when I'm driving, and then I can just go pick it up when I'll plan it 20 minutes out so I can go pick it up, which is super awesome and super time saving hack. The other place that I do like to stop when we're driving on a trip, if I'm with other people, is at a diner. I love going to diners because it's a no-brainer for keto. It's super, super simple. You can go to IHOP, you can go to Denny's. There's Denny's and IHOP everywhere. I mean, they're like a national franchise that's huge. So that's an easy one that I like to go to. That's a no-brainer. But again, if it's a time-sensitive thing, you may not necessarily want to stop there. I have been known also, by the way, in my car to pack as one of my other snacks, bacon. Just bacon in a bag. It's really an easy, cheap thing to do. And if I plan it well enough, I'll do that. I would suggest avoid Chinese food. For me, and put in the comments below if you have a differing opinion, I cannot find anything keto at a Chinese restaurant. I really can't. I'm trying to think. The broth and the wonton soup. What is there to eat that's for Chinese food for keto? I have yet to find it. To me, it's all breaded. It's rice. It's grains. It's meat. And if there's meat, it's all in sugar sauce. I can't find anything I haven't experienced that is keto. So I would avoid Chinese food. That's on my list. Avoid Chinese food. And I tend to avoid pizza joints. You could eat like the pizza toppings with a salad. But with so many other options like a diner, a steakhouse, running into Five Guys, running into Subway, running into Chipotle, there's other options that might be faster when you're on the road. My next tip for you is having water. Now, going back to that Amazon and ordering, I'll put in the description link what I order is Pellegrino. I love Pellegrino. Dr. Ken, did you guys see our interview with Dr. Ken? I found out he loves Pellegrino too, but he called it San Pellegrino. I call it Pelli. I love my Pelli, and I also love my water. I've already drinking my water today, and this is 1.5 liters. I like getting the 1.5 liter sizes. I will coupon for that on Amazon coupons, and again, using the subscribe and save, that bottle cost me 80 cents for 1.5 liters. It is amazing. Now, you could be great. You could be a rock star and make your own water and put in your own water bottle. It's really good for the environment. It saves you money. I sometimes just don't have time to do that, nor do I have time to wash the water bottle, so it gets moldy and stinky and sits in the back of my car. It's so gross. Just where I am with life, being honest, with a 2-year-old, that's just how life is sometimes. I can barely clean out his sippy cups, let alone my own sippy cups. So I like to get them and then obviously recycle them. But I do that in a cheaper fashion. I always make sure I have a bottle of Pellegrino with me and a bottle, 1.5 liters water with me to make sure I'm hydrating. Because I like to drink things. So, and then sometimes I'll stop off and get like a Diet Coke, but I'm really, really trying to get out of Diet Coke. Really, really. I've shared before, anytime I have a weight loss stall, it is always for me tied to sugar-free products. So I'd encourage you, if you're having weight loss stalls, that could be one of the reasons why. At least I've experienced that. My next tip that I have is I will on trips make fresh tea. I love, and I'll put in the description link below, Starbucks has a hibiscus tea. It's awesome. It's delicious. You don't need to add any sweetener to it. It has its own kick and its own zip. It's somewhat sour. It's the passion fruit tea. I love it. It's an easy thing that you can add while traveling and have while you sip. And that's one of my other stops is I plan to stop off at Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I will incorporate Starbucks into our family budget. I will eat a can of tuna for dinner so I can have Starbucks in the morning and sometimes not have to make my coffee. So that's one of my other hacks is plan along the way. If you're going on a long trip like today, like I said, I'm going to be traveling for 4 or 5 hours. I'm planning stops intermittently just to add some excitement and some zazazoo into my travel time. The final thing that I have for y'all is, and I'm going to talk more about this in our next travel video, so make sure you give this video a like, make sure you subscribe. Would love to see your beautiful faces again. But I'm going to be talking on our next videos more about travel plans because I still have more tips, but gosh, I got to go to my next stop. I got an appointment I got to get to. But the next thing I want to talk about is being fat adopted or not fat adopted. And we're going to hit that in the next travel video of what that means, how you're going to accommodate it, and some other hacks for you. So if you like this video, click like, click subscribe. Would love to see your beautiful faces again. And again, later today, I will update the description of all of my links when I'm in a spot, probably realistically late tonight when my son is down for bed. But I will make sure that I get it. Happy Valentine's Day. I got my Valentine's Day. It says, I love my honey, or my husband. I love my honey and husband. For everyone out there, I'm wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. If you have a honey, if you don't have a honey, know that you are loved and that the author of love loves you too. So I'm wishing you guys a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.